I just learned this 10 minutes ago, and I don't believe it still. And it's okay. So there's a surgery out there called Tommy John's surgery. Tommy John surgery.
Tommy
I
John
was watching it.
surgery.
Tommy John surgery is what it's called. I was watching a basketball game, and it's kind of a blowout, and I'm just on my phone doing whatever, and the announcer goes, so and so just had Tommy John surgery, and it catches my attention. You know how like you can be slouched over, just not paying attention, and you hear something and you kind of like perk up and you go, what?
Yeah.
Like that was me. I go, Tommy John surgery? That's not real. So I look it up, and it's like this really complicated surgery, like for your elbow. Yeah, it turns out it's real for your elbow. And I go, no, it's not. I go, it's not real. Because it's not, dude. First of all, who's Tommy John?
They'd call you a skeptic.
Second, listen, it might be real to some people. I'm not here to debate, but it's not real. Okay,
respect.
And I believe that.
I respect that. I really do.
I believe that. And so that's it. That was me 10 minutes ago. I was getting prepared to do the podcast, watching a basketball game. The guy said Tommy John surgery. I said that's not real. I looked it up, and it is real, but it's not real. You understand?
Yeah. So is it Tommy or is it John's? I'm assuming surgery
the guy was named
is
like.
it?
I think Tommy John was like a 2 first name kind of guy.
Yeah. Those are the kind of guys you want to stay away from.
Those are the kind of guys.
See, you and me, Josh Bolton. That's a 1 first name, 1 last name kind of guy right there. Gage Key. That's a 1 first name, 1 last name kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, though, you could be considered a liar.
What do you mean? Oh.
Well, your first name's actually Andrew.
Okay.
So, like, you lie to people.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, dude, I've watched Death Note recently, which is an anime about it's about these. They're called Shinigamis, which are called like the gods of death, and they have these notebooks, and they write humans' names in the notebooks, and they die, and they feed off their life that was left over or whatever, Anyway, this dude gets one of the Shinigamis was bored, so he dropped his notebook in the world of hours, and this dude picks it up, and like you have to write down a name and have a face. So like if I had a death note, I would write Gage Key, and I would picture your face, and if I don't write how you die, in 45 seconds you'll just have a heart attack,
dude.
But
that's pretty
because
specific.
I write Gage, there's a lot of rules in the death note. But if I just write Gage Key, I don't think you'll die because your real name, your first name's Andrew.
So the Shinigamis go by legal first name given by government. So like if somebody just had a nickname, like if you wrote Eminem and you pictured Eminem's face, it wouldn't work. You'd have to put
it'd have to be Marshall. It'd have to be Marshall Mathers.
Emerson. That's his full name, right?
No, it's actually Marshall
Emerson
Mathers.
Nathaniel Emerson.
I think it's Marshall.
It's Bruce. Like pretty close first name, last name to me.
I don't think middle names count though. Like you don't need the middle name. It's just
interesting.
Andrew Key, and then
so they're definitely not.
Oh,
what is it like? Catholic people don't do the middle name thing.
I don't know. I'm not Catholic, and I don't really know any. So
frick, dude, that's right. I'm not either. I totally forgot. For a second.
There's too many rules, and I sin way too much to have that kind of shame put on me, I don't even know if that's accurate. It's how much I don't know. Okay, so.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm.
Okay, dude, so.
Sick. Sorry, go ahead.
Tommy John surgery was developed by Dr. Frank Jobe in 1974. Now, I read that and I go, his name's not Tommy John. But because I never finish reading things before I create an opinion and then spit out what I think.
Yeah.
Let me just keep going.
Okay.
The procedure was developed by Dr. Frank Jobe in 1974 for pitcher Tommy John. For whom the surgery was named. Okay, so I'm assuming he was a baseball player. The injury results from repetitive use of the elbow during the violent motions involved with throwing a baseball.
Specifically a
Now,
baseball.
yeah, I think specifically a baseball. So if you just,
Interesting.
yeah, so tennis ball,
Tennis
safe.
ball, it's
Uh,
fine.
any kind of rocks, safe.
Rock skippers are like, oh man, good thing it's not a
Oh,
baseball. Oh, thank the
he's like,
Lord, man.
why? Yeah, he's like, thank the Lord, man. Why does my elbow hurt so bad though?
It can't be Tommy John's. It's not. I'm not throwing baseballs. Sure,
It's
that's
not.
not how that
I
works.
don't even. He's like, then why do you make it for a baseball player, not a rock skipper?
He's like, oh
They're
really?
like, that's not.
Because I looked it up on Google and it said baseball. So that's weird that you would just feed me false info. Seems like I could sue you and get a lot of money out of it. And they're like, no, you can't. It's just common. It's just common sense.
Hey, how terrible is it though? Like, I don't know if it's terrible or not. Like, because a whole surgery was named after you.
Dude.
So, like, was his elbow just completely annihilated?
Yeah, I was thinking. After you said that, I'm like, imagine having a surgery named after you. Of all things, a
Yeah,
surgery
yeah,
named
yeah.
after you. It's like, my dad was Tommy John's. First off, I don't know what that is. If you said your dad's name was Heart Attack, I'd know who you're talking about because that's
Yeah.
pretty common. But at Tommy John's,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, my dad's Tommy John's. Okay, first off,
Honestly, it
dumb
sounds like
name.
a.
What is? I bet his son's name is like Todd Johns or first name guy.
Dude,
What?
Jimmy John's.
Oh,
It's Jimmy
dude,
John's.
shut the frick
Oh
up.
my freaking gosh, dude.
Dude, he's Jimmy John.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, dude, this is crazy. So do you think that you can get Tommy John's
This-
from throwing Jimmy John's subs?
If there's a baseball in it, I think so.
Can I get the baseball sub, please?
Can I get the Tommy John special? What I think happened was Tommy John played baseball. Let me just make sure that that's right, that he did in fact play baseball, because he could just be some.
Maybe he's just playing catch in the front yard with
He
Jimmy
could
John.
just be your regular Tommy John, just throwing
Just
a baseball.
just
You know,
tossing a not a pigskin, but a baseball. You know.
let's see here, Tommy John. Yeah, he was okay.
Okay. So he's probably
Oh,
on a
and he was
baseball
nicknamed
card.
Oh, irony, dude. His nickname was the Bionic Man.
Why?
Wow.
Is it because
So
he had
was
like
it
a
really?
elbow implant or something?
Was it really that he needed it, or was it that at
He
the
wanted a
time
cool nickname.
surgeries had gotten to the point that he needed metal in his arm to be better at the sport?
Yeah, honestly, is that
Would
like
that be considered
performance
cheating?
enhancing? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. If
I think
you're
so.
the Bionic
I
Man,
think
that's
so.
like one, a cooler name than Tommy John's.
That's really cool. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Bionic,
yeah.
what is it? The Bionic Man?
Yep.
That's freaking cool, dude. That's like one step away
Yeah.
from Cyborg.
And in the 70s, dude, you're basically Iron Man.
Honestly.
But what I think happened was he had the surgery and they named it after. He's like, "Oh, don't name it after me. And everyone's gonna remember the surgery and not, when I played baseball.
Not my
And
awesome home
he had
runs.
yeah, so they only knew him by the surgery now. And then he had a son, and then he was
Jimmy.
like, I'm not gonna let Jimmy, and he's like, I'm not gonna let this family name be tarnished by surgery with my son. And his son was like, Dad, my dream is to open up a sandwich store. And he's like, we're gonna do that.
He's
You're
like,
gonna open up a sandwich store,
like-
and Jimmy John's will be carrying this family name.
He's like, son, we're not gonna let this legacy be the bionic elbow thing surgery. What's something you want to do? What's your dream? And he's like, open a sandwich shop. And he's like, is there anything else maybe that you want to do? Because that sucks. He's like, I don't think so. I can make a good sandwich. And it's like, Jimmy, listen. The only thing more embarrassing than an elbow surgery is a sandwich shop of mediocre proportion. He's like, but you said whatever I want. It's like, all right. And then they opened the Tommy John's Sandwich Charity Foundation. And Jimmy John's gives free subs for life for anyone who requires a Tommy John's surgery.
What if Tommy's like in the kitchen, like talking to his son Jimmy, and Jimmy's like 5 years old, and he's like, He's like, "What do you want to do?" And Jimmy's like, "I want to make sandwiches," and he goes, "Okay, maybe something else that doesn't suck." And then Jimmy goes, Jimmy goes, "No, really, I can make a good sandwich." Tommy goes, Tommy goes, "No, like we got to figure out something else." He goes, "Dad, seriously, here." And then he takes a bite of the sandwich. He's like, "Oh my gosh, we're making a sandwich shop. This is the
you
best
might just
sandwich
be
I've ever
onto
had."
something, Jimmy.
But it's really just like a piece of bread, one piece of cheese, and like some mayonnaise.
It's like the worst sandwich ever. And then
I've
the
also never been to
younger
Jimmy John's, so I can't
the
say.
younger brother. I went to John's a few times when I was like a kid when I lived in Kansas still. But okay, so this is what happens now. Okay, you ready? Ready for this? Follow me here.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm ready.
Jimmy John's, the eldest son, who Tommy John said, "I gotta get this sandwich shop underway." Under the shadow of the older brother Jimmy John's is the son named Subway, and he decided, I'm gonna open my own dang sandwich shop, and I'm gonna be bigger and I'm gonna be better than Jimmy John's ever could be. So basically, we've got the sandwich battle for the ages, and I don't even know which one's
And it all
better.
started from an elbow
It all
surgery.
started from the Bionic Man himself, Tommy Johns, which he's widely claimed now to be the worst father ever because he created two sandwich like fiends, pretty much. But the people love the
I don't
sandwiches,
know. I feel like in a way he did pretty good because that's two. Those are two very successful chains of
Yeah, it's
sandwich
like
making. So
one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm super rich, but like I don't even know my father, And it's like one of those things where they at the end of the movie they end up just like selling the whole company. It's like Inception. That guy is his dad wants him to take over the family business and be rich as flip, and then they're like, and then he's just like, I'm gonna sell the company and do my own thing. And it's just like he didn't even freaking know his dad. Or you can look at freaking Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn. Freaking sends his son off to do whatever the frick ever, and then he's just like, come take over the business. And he's like, no. Or yes. Depends on the movie.
yeah, I feel like Thanksgiving is like Tommy resenting his sons because he wanted them to be better than sandwich makers,
Yeah.
and he's like roasting them at Thanksgiving, like, "Oh, look at my two sandwich makers, how proud I am." And then he's like, "I played baseball," and the,
I
and
played
then and
baseball
then
for
they're
this
just
family.
and then they're just like, "Yeah, at least the surgery wasn't named after me." And
Oh.
then he just like slumps back into the recliner, and he's like, "I want to go home.
He's
I
like,
hate Thanksgiving."
his arms are forever stuck upward like this, like at his elbows, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Your disappointment, son. I can't believe you
you
are
guys have never had a
deceased."
double Tommy John surgery.
I started throwing with my other arm just so I could get this family a little bit more money before I had to retire. And look what it did. It ruined me. I can never throw a baseball again. I just throw like this.
He's like, "Gosh dang it, hand me the remote. I can't get
He's
it."
like,
It's just
throw me
he's
the
in
remote.
pterodactyl form the whole time. Throw it, I'll catch it.
They're like, Dad, you gotta
Drop.
stop this. You gotta stop this, Dad.
They're like, every year he does this.
Just
He's just
throw
like
it.
in the living room.
Just throw
He's
it.
just watching his own baseball footage, and it's like really not even that good because it was the 70s.
He's like, I could throw that baseball like nothing else. Yeah, Dad,
Now,
you really
we
could.
have said all this. We've said all this, and it's not true because Tommy John's surgery isn't a real thing. So
Yeah, it's all
it's all
just like
good.
the story.
But if it were true,
It's fake.
that would be true.
It was
If Tommy
all
John surgery was
yeah.
real,
It was all just
we just
an allegory, a metaphor to show you that okay, obviously this story is fiction. So we're like doing an allegory for like the surgery itself is fiction. It's not real.
yeah,
And
the surgery's not real. No one would ever name a surgery.
anyone else watching with Tommy John's surgery? Yeah, I'm so sorry. All right, moving on.
Dude, I'm not. It's not real. You didn't get it.
And moving on. So Tommy John's. So sorry, anyone who has that.
Dude, you know what I was thinking about
You
today?
have Tommy John's. It's not even called that. It's like, oh, you have Tommy
Yeah.
John's. It's like, what are you talking about? That's a surgery, you idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. You have Tommy John's. Like, what are you
Oh,
saying?
it sucks, man. Dude, how much longer do you have with the Tommy John's thing?
It's terminal.
Dude,
what?
So I was doing some thinking today.
Yeah.
So a McDonald's commercial came on.
Okay.
And it was only sign language.
Okay.
So there's like no sound, no music. It's just two people eating McDonald's, and it's sign language, and like, this is really good. But like, no one says it. It's just sign language.
Yeah.
So then my immediate reaction is like, that's really insensitive to blind people.
Oh my gosh. Are you trying stand up on this podcast right now?
So then my next thought is, we live in a world of cancel culture. Yes, you can get canceled for pretty much anything.
Sure.
I farted near a 60-year-old lady earlier today.
Canceled.
My whole life I could have been fired from my job.
Yeah.
Well, I see this commercial that's super insensitive to blind people, and I think, why hasn't anyone canceled blindness yet? Blindness is out here just taking vision.
Dude. Did you shut the frick up? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh
I'm
gosh.
just saying there's people out there that can't see, and no one's canceled blindness yet. So.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I saw Eternals.
Yeah, you saw Eternals.
I saw Eternals. Okay, Josh has not seen Eternals, so I can't spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me, please.
I'm not. Because it's worth the watch, I think. I think it's decent. It wasn't like monumental, it wasn't everything that I hoped it was going to be, which I kind of perceived that from the 47% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, that it probably wasn't going to live up to my expects. It's kind of a new...
Sidebar?
Yep.
I feel like it's cool just to hate things. I feel like I said that last episode, but I feel like that's how things are now with just movies in general and stuff. So anyway,
it's like cooler to hate something than to love it.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese's like, I hate Marvel movies. They're like theme parks. You know, I actually thought of
he's just like
roast the other day, which I love. Okay. This is another sidebar off the sidebar. But I'm like, Martin Scorsese says that to my face, which all due respect to my guy because he makes some great freaking film. But Martin Scorsese, okay, so pretend you're Martin Scorsese. Say the thing that he said.
What did he say?
He said something along the lines of, I don't like Marvel movies because they're like theme parks. And that was like, you say that in like an insulting tone, like a degrading, like, I would never watch that because he's not British. I would never watch that
is he British? Oh.
Because it's, you know, like for children, basically.
It's
not real. It's not real art. No, he's just an old man.
Oh, okay. I gotta sour my face up.
Okay.
I don't like that because I don't respect those movies because they're like a theme park and they're for kids. They're not real films. What I do is real films, and that's for children.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, Mr. Scorsese.
Yeah.
Well, Marvel movies are like.
Quit breaking.
I know, dude.
Eye contact.
Okay. Oh yeah, Mr. Scorsese? Well, I think you think Marvel movies are like theme parks then? Well, I think that your movies are like the public library. Boring, ugly, no one wants to go because it smells like boogers. And no one can talk. I don't talk to him.
You'd say that to him?
I'd say it to his face, yeah.
Dang, dude, that's pretty volatile.
Yeah.
That'd bring a man down.
Yeah, I'm just
I've
like,
heard of
okay,
women breaking a heart,
yeah,
but
I'll destroy this
golly,
guy, man. Like, I'm just like, pull up, dude. I will end your career, man. I will end your directing
that's pretty
career.
bad.
Yeah, pull up, man.
Golly, dude, you need to calm down on him.
Dude, I'm
Anyways,
just
you were
saying, bud.
talking about Eternals.
Eternals, yeah. Let's go back 2 sidebars, back to the original bar. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, Eternals, decent, worth the watch, I'd say. Not as great as I
Okay.
expected. I don't know what everyone else expects. It's subjective, but um,
Sure.
it did contain the first like Marvel movie sex scene though. That was interesting.
Did it like go on?
It's like most PG-13 sex scenes. You see like a naked back. That's it.
Dude, I
But
would just hate to like be an actor and have to do that. They're like,
oh,
so you want me to
absolutely.
get naked and just lay on this person? And they're like, oh yeah, we want that.
Well, I'm like, a lot of them, like, you don't have to be naked for them because they're like either under the covers because it's PG-13. Even like R, you can't really show much. So it's just like it wouldn't, but it's like just it in itself is just super awkward. I'm sure, but there's some where like people legitimately are just like, yeah, I was just buck naked, and I'm like, hey, what?
So, anyways, there was that, and then
Yes,
what's
that
up with
was
the movie?
interesting. Do what? What'd you
Yeah,
say?
I was. So, what's up with Eternals? Like, other than that super cool part of the movie?
Oh, it was so awesome. It was like the coolest part, honestly.
You're
No, it was
like, I
like
don't even know what movie we're talking about.
I
Like, I
think
left after that. Like, that was peak for me.
I think like the I think it was too grand in scale. I keep using the phrase they pulled a Justice League.
The scene or the movie
The
itself?
movie itself. I'm past the scene now.
Oh, okay.
Like too
Yeah.
grand scale. Yeah, so it's like I mean, I don't know, man. Like it's just there's also like the whole aspect of they're starting phase 4 and none of the characters are familiar anymore. I was discussing this with my friend on the way back. I'm like, there's no like the movie started and then they rolled the Marvel intro, and like they flipped through all the comics or whatever, and you see Marvel Studios, but you see like Iron Man, Hulk, Black Panther, Captain America, Ant-Man, like all these people where you're like, oh, like, and it just makes you think like all the nostalgia hits you from the phase 1, 2, and 3 where they made that incredible freaking Infinity War and Endgame and it just ended in this huge freaking amazing freaking movie. And now it's like they're starting over basically, like some of the characters are continuing on, which is why I'm really excited for the next Spider-Man and really excited for the next Ant-Man and like getting back to the characters that we know. As much as I loved Shang-Chi, that was really good, so I'm excited for that.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah. So
That's how I say it.
so like yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I think half of it's like the familiarity bit where I'm like, I don't know these people, so I don't really care what happens to them, but I care what happens to everybody else that I already know. Like I love Shang-Chi, but I don't really care much about him right now, but I will as the movies continue and I see him more. And it's just like we built that over like 10 years with these characters, which I'm sure Marvel suspected this would happen. All good things must come to an end sort of deal. They got to rebuild. And I'm like, we'll get a new team. We'll get like the Fantastic Four. We'll get, the new Avengers. We'll get, X-Men. And like, we'll see a new storyline emerge that will be like, possible. I don't want to say like as big and great as the Avengers, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get a new team that's like fun and cool and, we'll get invested in them, but we're just not there yet. And Eternals are not them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, I just like, it was too big of a storyline. And then there was just so many holes, I feel like, that we'd have to discuss after you see it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it didn't suck as bad as people say.
Yeah, it was far better than
Because
Black Widow.
I love a lot of I love a lot of the actors and
Oh, yeah.
actresses in that
I was
movie.
super, super excited. I loved Druig. Druig and Gilgamesh are my favorite Eternals. They were awesome. Angelina Jolie she
Gilgamesh,
did
not a real name.
super great. Yeah, Gilgamesh 10 out of 10 is not a 10 out of 10 not a real name.
No, stage name.
Angelina Jolie though did really good.
Dude, I haven't seen her since Beowulf.
Did I know a lot of the flippin' reviews just said that like she was the best part. I thought she was pretty darn good. I didn't think she was the best part, but she was like pretty fat highlight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was a good movie. I think it was decent. I'd watch it again. Not in theaters, but I'll watch it again when it comes out one day. And I wouldn't.
I'm in a big mood with movies right now where I just wait till they come out for me to see them.
Dude, but
I don't feel like going to the movies. Listen, man, I'm respectful. You know that.
Yeah.
So I won't watch it. Like on, if they put it on HBO, like Dune, for example.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch Dune. If I do watch it, it'll be after it's not in theaters. Is it because I'm just really not interested in watching Dune? Maybe. However, I won't watch it until then, and I'll stick by that now that I'm saying it. And I'm prideful. And
yeah, you're
this.
prideful. I know you're gonna do it. I know that you'll stick to it.
Yeah, and now I'm just not gonna do you. For you people who don't think I'm not prideful, I haven't had McDonald's in 3 years based off of a movie. That who knows how much of it was true.
Yeah.
But if it was, Gage broke the pact that we made, and your boy's still going strong.
Okay.
We
did not make a pact. We just talked about it, and we were both trying. Okay, my parents made me.
Oh yeah, they made you. They held you down.
Yeah, this is what you said last time. They're like, "This is dinner. We're out on vacation," and my dad's like, "You gotta stop this sometime." So basically, I was shamed into it. I'm not gonna lie. I had a choice. I chose
You
wrong.
had another choice, which was to be an edgy teenager, a white, edgy, stuck-up suburban kid, and you throw it, and you go, I want chicken!
They had chicken. It was a McChicken.
No, that's not real chicken. Dude, someone the other day they ordered McDonald's for themselves for the morning,
mm-hmm.
and then they go, Josh, and I go, yes, because that's how I like to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and they throw the I think it was like a McRiddle or something. I don't know, one of the mix.
Yeah,
and I go, thanks, and I just sit it at my desk, and I don't even touch it, dude. I just let it sit there and just turn into trash. And then I ended up giving it to someone later, but I was like, not gonna eat it.
Good for you, man.
Do it.
Listen, I mean,
so
I'm proud of you, man. You know, and I'm sorry. I know that it's a touchy subject.
Don't write it as I'm alone out here.
I'm not eating it like regularly, dude, but it's just like it's a common culture thing on base, you know, and people like to.
Yeah, you're just not snorting crack regularly. You do it every now and then with your friends. It's called peer pressure, dude.
Yeah, well, I was peer pressured by my dad. Okay, so it's different.
What, you bullied you let your dad bully you, dude? Come on now.
Dude. Son just wants to make his dad proud, you know?
Oh, did Greg hook up to Cerebral and freaking control your mind?
No, he's not Professor X, okay? He has hair.
You don't know that, dude. James McAvoy had hair, and he still had all those powers.
Well, yeah, but
before he shaved it, and before he got shot.
Dude, listen, dude.
Your dad just hasn't got shot and paralyzed yet.
Yeah? How do you know that?
Because he's walking.
Yeah, well, so did he. He was just shooting himself up with that stuff. So what do you think about that? Yeah, but it was
like he couldn't use his powers then, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Just admit it, dude. Your dad's Professor X.
Wow, the first 2 episodes we talk about my dad, both episodes.
Greg's a good subject, you know?
He is a great subject.
You can't be as gifted and talented as Greg. I mean, he's an X-Men. He's definitely a Jedi.
Oh, for sure a Jedi.
He could be any superhero character you want him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also just a swell guy and a great dad. So, I mean, all of those bases make a good subject.
He's kind of well-rounded. and not even,
Imagine we talk about a bad dad, like,
yeah,
I
like
don't know,
Tommy
Tommy John.
John's. Yeah, nailed him, dude. Get out of here, Tommy.
Uh,
I was like, I feel like if it would have, it's so dumb because we're not a big podcast, but it's like, imagine if an article came out and it's like, these podcasters tore into Tommy John's. Turns out he's the worst father ever. And they just believed every word that we said. And they're like, this father is horrible.
honestly, that'd be great. I'd lie more.
The
if that
legacy
happened.
of Jimmy John's is a sad one, as well as Subway. You won't believe the scoop that we got interviewing these two podcasters from a small town in
Two
Texas.
podcast journalists just broke ground on Tommy John.
About the hottest story of the century has just been uncovered from across the United States. Jimmy, you're over there with he just happens to have the same name. I couldn't do it. I couldn't think of a fake
Yeah,
name
another
fast
guy
enough.
named Jimmy.
Yeah, another guy named Jimmy. But they still believe
Oh
it.
shoot, dude. We gotta wait though to do that because he's still alive, so they can't if they ask him and he's like, no.
He denies
then
it.
like yeah, all our credibility's gone.
Yeah, but then we
so.
can pull the whole, oh yeah, well it's just your word against mine.
That's true, and who the frick would believe the person themselves?
Yeah,
know?
who would
No
believe
one does
what
that.
the surgery is named after? Also, a guy who's made millions off the backs of his sons, Subway and Jimmy John's.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't
Horrible
know.
father, if you
Honestly,
ask
I wouldn't.
me.
I don't know. I don't know what his deal is. If my kids opened up a successful like sandwich store, I'd be like, good job.
Yeah, both sons. I wonder if I'm sure the sons reconciled maybe. I don't know.
What if they make them pay for a sandwich or something?
What if they combined their companies one day and they're like,
They're just always bringing sandwiches to like family events. So like, we're sick of having sandwiches. Bring something else.
so this is the Thanksgiving sub. Made it just for today, guys. It's like, how is the whole family and extended family going to eat one 12-inch sub, son? How? And he's like, I don't know. I'm sorry. He's like, legitimately didn't think about it. He's like, you're disappointment, son. You're a disappointment. He's
Like, yeah, well, Jimmy brought a foot long.
That's the same thing, you idiot. 12 inches is a foot. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Dad.
they both just. You didn't send me to school for math. You sent me to school for sandwiches. Dude, stop drinking LaCroix. It's crap.
Dude, it's not. It's literally, dude, right here it says. Where is it?
Not crap. Yeah, I don't believe it.
Innocent. Right here. It says innocent.
Innocent?
Innocent till
Yeah,
proven
you know-
guilty, idiot.
Yeah, well, guilty people always say they're innocent, so.
Oh, yeah, well, innocent people always say they're guilty.
No, they don't. You tried to catch me.
It's like, that's literally like the typical person who just says like the opposite because they have absolutely nothing to say back.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah? Well,
Why,
this. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. And they go, yeah, it does. You go, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. They go, whatever, dude. And they just, that's your opinion. They just walk off.
Whatever, dude. Subjective.
Nailed it.
No, it's not, dude. Yeah, I won this argument. Dude, no, you didn't.
Dude, you need to, like, learn how to communicate. You need to learn how to argue better because, like, you suck.
Dude, honestly, that's like a one-way ticket to winning the argument because then you just get the other person super amped.
Yeah. And then if you get super amped, then you've lost.
Really?
Unless you start out the gate amped.
Yeah, unless you start the gate
if you're gonna be amped,
yeah.
you gotta bring that same energy the whole way. Because if you go from calm to amped, you've lost.
You can't
even if
falter.
you're right.
You can't falter from
if you're right.
amped to calm. And then it's like, so here are the two outcomes. So either you get the other dude super amped, and it's like in all of these situations, you're the wrong one, obviously. They're the right one. But this is how it's a win-win scenario. So if you get them amped, well, there's like two options. So you either get them amped and then they look like an idiot, and then you just go, whatever, dude, and you let it go and leave because you don't really care, obviously. Second option is they actually keep it really cool, and they're like, okay, whatever, dude. And then it just doesn't look like nobody knows who to believe, So then it's kind of like open-ended, Because like some guys are like, you know what, dude, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, this is so stupid. You're just gonna keep, saying the stupid thing back to me, and then you go, whatever, man. So it's like either way you win, sort of, because you don't lose.
I guess I'm too prideful. I gotta keep going.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. Sometimes
Even
it
if I'm
depends.
wrong, even if I'm wrong though, and if I figure out midway I'm wrong, I go, jeez,
Dude, I know I
I
freaking
gotta keep
hate that.
arguing this point.
Man, this is exhausting. I have to keep going.
I'm just like, can't just please. And then you end it by like, yeah, well, I guess to each his own, and then
It's
nothing
so
got solved.
bad,
You're like,
dude.
got out of
Got
that
out of
one.
that one clean.
Woo!
Yeah, dude.
Golly.
Oh man, so good. Dude, I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast yet. I mean, it's only episode 2, but one of like my favorite. I might have talked about it on the test episode. Um, the unreleased secret footage, but like one of my go-tos these days to like mess with people is like get in an argument in front of, not even in front of somebody. Like a lot of times that happens where I'm not in front of the like another bystander and I'm just like with this person and we're just messing around. We're not actually arguing, you know. But they like actually think, and usually they get amped because I'm holding fast to my wrong answer, you know. And like this is what I do when sorry. This is what I do when I realize that I'm wrong. You've done this a billion times too. We used to do it all the time. But it's like the,
Yeah, we'll
the,
see.
the classic iconic where you just flip it on them when you realize that you're totally wrong. And then you say that they said the wrong thing to everyone else
Yeah.
before they can even get a word out. It is absolutely to die for, the expression on their face. And I'm like, the
Yeah.
fact that you are in your 20s, you're an adult, and you can't like get out of this is just hilarious to me, that I just use like a 5-year-old tactic and I totally beat your face into the ground. Because like the people that believe me, they don't even like, either they jokingly believe me to like go on with the joke, or they don't even care, and so they just like keep going, and that person's like, oh, they believe him, no, and I'm just like, why do you care, bro? Doesn't matter, you know. But then I just say that and then I laugh and I leave. It's honestly the epitome of evil, but it's so freaking funny, dude. It is hilarious to watch because they're like,
You're just going and you
no,
get
I
out.
didn't, no, I didn't. It's like the thing where they get amped, like, I didn't say that, you said that, and I'm like, dude, I'm just saying, bro, I told you that I was right and you were wrong and you said this. And they're like, I literally didn't say that. You said that. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's usually what I say.
I like to do this. So we're doing it, and then I go. I have them like pretty much constantly explain what they're talking about, and then once I like, if I am like wrong, but I won't admit it, I'll
Yeah.
go, yeah, that's what I said,
Yeah, you do that.
and then they'll go, no, you didn't. I go, that's literally what I said, and then you said this, trying to disprove this, but we're saying the same thing, so I don't understand why you're coming at me right now.
Nice.
And then they get mad at me, and I got my feet kicked back, my hands above my head. I'm like, this is good. I'm
This
enjoying
is the
myself.
life. Yeah, no. It's like, that's the thing, is like nothing we're arguing about is of substance whatsoever. It's all dumb. So it's like, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme at all. Who's right and who's wrong?
If you're talking to me, I'm right. Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Prove it. Proof is everything.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies that I need to see. I just, like I said, I just don't want to go to the movie theater. It's such a chore
I
to
love
go to
going
the
to the theater, dude.
movies.
I love going to the theater by
I don't.
myself.
You're a real loner, you know.
Yeah, some would
You
call
like.
it lone wolf. It's like my
Are you a
recharge
what?
time.
My recharge time usually consists of like locking myself up somewhere, putting a straight jacket on, and just like trying to figure out how to get out.
That's awesome, dude. Do you ever get out?
I hang myself. Well, yeah, I'm right here.
Are you in a straight jacket right now?
Yeah, I mean this hoodie's gray, so obviously got my hands free. Oh, dude, so I went to senior sub the other day.
Nice, dude.
Okay, and if you guys are, pretty much everyone I think who has heard this is in Paris, Texas. So if you haven't been to Senior Sub, go to Senior Sub. And we're not sponsored by them
Plug it,
or
yeah.
anyone because
They're
they're
awesome.
not big. They're just great. Everything is so fresh. Cause it might take a minute to get your order, like your meal, but it's because they make it from scratch and it's fresh and
It's
they're
like
super
batch
nice
by
and
batch
awesome.
fries. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And dude, it's never bad. And like I'm just waiting because a lot of stuff you end up loving, you end up hating.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, you know. And I don't mean to be cliche about that,
Dude,
but
don't
that's
be
how it is
cliche.
sometimes.
Don't be cliche, man.
And I will say, when I did go, that chicken parm was amazing.
Dude, yeah.
I didn't get the fries. They forgot the fries.
Dude, they forgot the fries when I visited you. Remember that?
Seriously?
You remember that?
Oh,
because we got it, and then we went and watched. We went and watched.
Oh, we split them. That's right.
Yeah, we went and watched Inside, and they forgot our second order of fries, and we were like, "You freaking kidding me?"
Happened to me again.
You got to talk to them about that. Maybe they forgot. Maybe it was we never knew whose order of fries they forgot, but I think the pattern shows that it's yours.
I'll go like this. I'll go, hey man, it's me.
Hey,
what? I go,
Senor.
Where's my fries?
Where are the fries at? Hey, Senor, or should I say, Mr. Sub?
if that's even your real name.
That's even your
Where's
real
Jimmy John's?
I'm gonna take my business elsewhere to Jimmy John's. They're like, the nearest Jimmy John's is in Dallas. And you're like, yeah, they deliver.
I'll drive. I don't think they deliver 2 hours away. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm a rewards member. I got the app, so.
Yeah, well, I know the guy personally, so I think, yeah, well, they sponsor my podcast, so I think I'm in the clear.
Yeah, well, I know Jimmy's dad, so how about that?
I got a Tommy John's surgery, so I'm in with the big man. Do you have a Tommy John surgery? You lift up your elbows.
Majority of this.
Do you have a Tommy John surgery? I didn't think so.
No. Give me my fries.
Ever heard of him? The Bionic Man? Yeah, I know him, and I am one. I'm the Bionic Man 40,000.
So, what's like the places to eat in Oregon? Like, because you're so used to being down here where it's like Whataburger, In-N-Out, Domino's.
So like the classic like fast food joints here.
Yeah. Who goes to places to sit for hours and eat anymore? You know, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
Like, I don't know. I mean, we've got all the classics. We've got like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. You know, but like they have an In-N-Out in Kaiser, and the line is always like 4 centuries long, and I'll never sit in that line that long for an In-N-Out burger. Are you kidding me?
I don't like In-N-Out, honestly.
I know you remember. You told me that story. I like In-N-Out. I'm just like I'm not gonna sit in that stupid line. I'm not an idiot. Sorry, anyone who sat in that line and is listening to this. It's dumb. Anyways, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know like much stuff that they have up here that we don't have down there. I think we have more variety in Paris. I think it's because we have so many like solid sit down places around here, and Salem is like not cheap to live here. So I think everyone who lives here like eats either just like the casual fast food. Maybe I just don't know it well enough yet. Maybe I just don't know. Like I haven't gone to I've been told to stay away from these certain places that are sort of chains around Oregon I don't know about. Because I've never been, because everyone was like, don't go there, it sucks. There's like this pizza place I haven't been to before because apparently it's horrible. So I'm just like, I don't really know, dude. You know, they don't even have a Chili's here in Salem. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, you're really not missing much from Chili's.
Yeah, but they have an Applebee's.
It's like a poor man's Chili's, and Chili's is just a poor man's anything.
That's true. That's true. That's facts.
Dude, last time I had Chili's, no joke, dude, I had diarrhea.
No, dude. Don't even joke with me right now.
And and I knew pretty much as soon as I ate the whole meal and I sat back, my stomach goes like this. Oh, it's on.
I thought you
And
were
I
gonna
go,
make some
what?
sort of bubbly noise. You just said, "Oh, it's on." Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. And then I got home and it was on, dude. It was on the walls.
Oh my
It was
gosh,
on.
dude. Yeah, dude. I haven't had Chili's in probably like since I moved up here, so that's like almost 2 years now.
Yeah, I mean, you're not missing much. It's honestly, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, I know we
I,
just
I
used to
mean,
go there.
remember whenever we had that waitress who was new and she was like freaking out, and then like all the people who had been there was like, "Are you guys okay? Like, do you guys have everything?" We're like, "Yeah, like she's fine." And then they kept trying to like wait on us, and we're like, "We have her. Like, it's fine. Like,
Yeah,
leave us alone."
we were so
Then
protective of our freaking waiters and waitresses, dude. We give them a good time.
we like to have one. We like to
Yeah,
have one. We like to get to know them, break them in, so we don't have to keep doing this thing. You know, we don't want
yeah.
it to be awkward. They know what we want. They know what we like. They know how long we're gonna stay. Yada yada yada.
They know we're good
Well,
for it. We
they
leave
were
fat
just,
tips, bro.
and she wasn't gonna like be the one, you know, because we had just broken up with our current
Yeah,
waitress,
because she was a
and it was
freak, dude.
I mean, she had some demons.
She had some problems.
She
We're
she
talking
had some demons. Yeah,
celebrating her divorce. Who celebrates that?
yeah.
That's
She
sad.
she ended up like quitting her. She ended up quitting her job, and then when we went to Chili's, and we were like, "Is she here?" And they go, "No, she quit like yesterday, and
They're
just
like, she
had
was
like
just here celebrating her divorce, and apparently she got like sloshed. He said
yeah."
that it was
So I
Dom
mean,
said that she had like raccoon eyes or something, like the makeup or something. She just had like black eyes, pretty much.
yeah, we saw her again, and she wasn't doing too good,
She wasn't
but
doing too good.
but everyone kept trying to take us from this lady, and she seemed like she was having a rough day. So we tipped her $40, and
Yeah,
she had a
she
good
was
time.
so nice. At first,
She was
I
super
think
nice. Yeah,
at first she was kind of put off by us because like I don't know. I think that sometimes they think we're just gonna hit on them, and we don't. We're just like super freaking awesome, and like honestly, we hit on each
can't help
other
it.
more than we hit on. We don't hit on anyone else.
Yeah,
We're just trying to have a freaking good time, man. So we're just like, hey, what's up? You know, like, what's your name? How's it going? You know, and I'm like, and then yeah. So at first she was a little like hesitant, and then we tipped her $40, and we're like, we tipped her $40 and didn't ask for her number. And so I guess
yeah,
that was like, oh, okay. So these guys are just
yeah. She started
nice or whatever.
writing it down, and we were like, no, don't eat it. She
Nope.
was like, I don't,
She's
never
like,
seen
oh,
this before. I was like,
you don't, you don't want my number. You paid $40. That's like the number special. And I was like, I didn't order that. So
she starts ripping it up, and she's like, that's good because I am so tired of writing fake numbers.
it's like
And we're just like,
911.
yeah, we
Thank you
just,
so much, man.
yeah, we just want to go. So it is what it is.
Dispatch, this is, or they're like 911. And they're like, is this Casey? I'm like, I just said this is 911. It's like, no, but this
Hey, what are
is the
you
number
doing tomorrow night?
that. Sir, this is the police? No, 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 no. Stop joking around. I know this is my waitress from the other night. You gave me a real number, and I'm just calling to take you out because apparently you like me enough to give me your number. So.
They're like, no, this is the cops, the police. You're like, oh, right, because like you're gonna arrest my heart. I got it.
he's like, okay, this is the police. Oh yeah, well, oh, better come arrest me because I'm killing someone right now. They're like, sir, are you actually killing someone? And he's like, yeah, I'm totally killing someone. They're like, sending you to your position right now. He's like, yeah, okay, go ahead. And then you just like
Oh
5 minutes
snap!
later, you hear the sirens in the background, and he's like, did you actually send? Did you actually? And they're like, you hear just the door busting, like, get on the ground now. He's like, what are you? I didn't do anything. He's like, you're killing someone right now? Where's the body? Where's the body? He's like, I don't know. He's just like crying. I don't know what you're talking
He's like,
about.
I'm just waiting for a girl to show up.
I thought she was joking
He's
with
like,
me.
arrest her. She's impersonating cops.
This girl here on the phone. And he picks it up and he's like, hello? She's like, yeah, it's dispatch. And he goes, all right. Hangs up. And he's like, He's like, dude, just hang up on her, dude. I'm never gonna get a date now, dude. What the heck?
Ask the dispatch lady out. Maybe she gave you. That's her friend. Maybe she gave you the number.
Dude, it's so funny, man. That poor guy, man. That poor guy.
I know it.
His name was Tommy Johns.
It was Tommy John all along.
Before baseball, he was a Chili's customer.
And that's where he found baseball.
Yeah, because their food is like the consistency of a baseball. It's like really tough and like hard.
But I think that does it for episode 2. I think we covered pretty much all the topics.
Yeah.
We pretty much educated tonight, so sorry about that, guys. I mean,
yeah,
we'll try to do better of just being funny, but
yeah, well, it's like we want to spread, like, it's like we're like funny guys, but like we also like want to spread awareness about like Tommy John's surgery and anything else, like bad fatherhood and stuff like that. Like we just like really like our hearts go out, our hearts go out. Yeah, they're out. Like they're beating in my hand right now. That's how out they are. They're out. They're out of our chest. I'm holding Josh's. He's holding mine, and we're just outstretched.
Just drop dead. You're like, oh my gosh.
He wasn't kidding.
But guys, episode 3 next week. Episode 1 up right now. Check it out on all streaming platforms and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Follow, like,
sub.
Notes. Get those notes, dude. Get those notes buzzing in your phone.
Dude, get those notes buzzing in there, dude.
But thanks guys for listening, and see you next week.
Adios.